Different day, same. Well, not completely. Different day, same stuff. All right, I got this fuel filter, which probably is like $2 in materials, and they charge you $30 something for it. So I have a little problem where I got some water in my diesel, and I'm trying to clean it out right now using this little funnel here because I want to just reuse it for the tractor. I used to think I didn't like these tanks. Then I got this one right here. This one really, that thing's terrible. So I'm gonna try and never use that again. But what I was gonna try to do right now, this is supposed to do, removes water, dirt, and debris from gas, diesel, heating, and kerosene. Self-cleaning. I think it said it did something like 3 gallons every minute or something like that. I don't know. This is down to here, maybe a gallon of diesel that is no bueno. Let's just see what this filter does. So in theory, a lot of the water should be at the very bottom of this, like right about now. Maybe I'll give that a second. I mean, it seems like it's filtering pretty fast, but my expectation was that some part of this is water. Definitely leaving a little in the bottom, which is good. But I was expecting more of this to be filtered out. This came out of the tractor yesterday. Now that this one's empty, let's go ahead and filter it back into here. Alright, here's another test, and I know what it looks like. It looks like it's distilled water, right? Anyways, the very bottom of this is in fact water. You can see this on the bottom. The top is supposed to be diesel. So it looks yellow. Let's see what happens when we mix it. Looks more blue. Okay, now this thing's clogged up, so that checks out. So now I need another funnel. Okay, so now this is basically water crap, and this water crap is still dripping. I wish this thing had a little switch on the bottom. That water crap's going in there. So this is the crap I'm trying to filter out. About a gallon of water. This is our good canister, or we should say the most filtered. Let's see how this goes. This should be mostly clean diesel at this point. More likely to be dirty than not. Oh, so cutting went way better yesterday with the new bar and chain. So after putting on the new bar, the 24-inch bar, the shiny bar, and the new 24-inch chain, cutting went a lot smoother. Felt like I was cutting through butter. The other day I felt like I was cutting through rocks. So I ran out of sunlight pretty fast. So today it's 2:30, just passed, and I've got light safely till 6:30. So let's see what I can get done in the next 4 hours. That's exciting, huh? You got 4 hours to cut some trees. It's a cool frog. So far this has turned out to be a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. So that's nice. And safer too, doesn't really feel all that dangerous with the nice rope here. This was only 50 bucks, I think. Has a breaking force of like 40,000 pounds. I'll let you get a little dirty doing this stuff. I've gotten a few firewood logs off the pile, and I think I'm gonna try to get the first real saw log off of here. This one right here looks like it might be a good candidate on the first half of this. There's at least 8 feet right here, and then the back of it might be another saw log. If not, I'll just cut that into firewood, but this might be 2 right here. And then as I walk over this way, this one right here, this is a nice saw log. I'm just gonna see if I can't pull that out with the rope right now. As long as I can get underneath and around this, I might be able to just pull it right out. So let's give that a shot. decisions I've made in a long time. That took me way too long to get this log to this point. I should have just put it on the trailer. I was trying to avoid one extra back and forth, but that took much longer, so I won't be doing that again. Alright, so that was for sure some of my worst judgment that I've had in a while. I knew that log wasn't going to fit between those trees, but I thought I could just kind of wedge it in there and then pull from the other side. It got hung up on that big beech tree, and once I saw that, I didn't want to damage the beech tree. I didn't want it to scrape the bark. I got shocked by the electric fence while I was jumping off the tractor. Kept getting stuck by thorns. The hose for my irrigation system It got trapped under there. It started pulling everything. Then on top of everything else, my tractor soot level is at about 60-something%. So now I have to run the engine high and let it do its thing. It's I think it's back down to 40, but just a series of unfortunate events here. And now it's almost 6:30, so I thought I was gonna get like another 3 or 4 logs done, and I made a poor decision, so it kind of slowed me down. With that said, finally got the log here. It's on the pile. It doesn't look super pretty, and it was super heavy because it's super wet. But I'm gonna try to get back and do a couple more logs before dark. Scratch that. If I can, I'm gonna get back out here tomorrow, but either way, day 4, we'll see what happens.